Cashvertising. How to use more than 100 secrets of ad agency psychology to make big money selling anything to anyone. Introduction. Would you like to learn dozens of little-known principles and techniques of advertising psychology used by the world's highest-paid copywriters and designers? If you said yes, this book will open a whole new world for you. It will teach you secrets known only to the masters of persuasion, the ad agency experts who know how to tap into people's innermost desires and influence them to spend money. It will teach you what to do and how to do it. Bottom line, this book will help you make more money. And it doesn't matter if you sell aardvarks or Zwieback cookies, because I'm going to teach you right here in these fast-moving pages how to tap into the minds of your prospects like a highly paid consumer psychologist, like a supremely skilled ad agency copywriter who knows and uses all the tricks of the trade to influence consumers to read their offers and respond by pulling out their wallets. Persuasion and influence. Now, if these two words scare you, stop reading here. Really, it means this book is not for you.
I just used a technique on you. Keep reading, and I'll tell you how to use it too.
You see, to many, the words persuasion and influence conjure up thoughts of evildoers out to take advantage of the poor, unsuspecting public. The truth is, you and I are influenced by these techniques every day, and when used properly to advertise quality products and services, it's perfectly legal, ethical, and moral. Question. When you walk into a car dealership, do you really think you're simply having an everyday chat with the sales rep? Sorry, you're not. A skilled salesperson is a master in psychological communication strategies. Chances are, you are not. And it's the salesperson's goal to move you from looker to buyer. You see, while you're shooting the breeze, admiring the beautiful shiny paint, breathing in the aromatic leather upholstery, and drooling over the 550 horsepower engine, that nice salesperson is reading you like a book. Like it or not, he's pulling you through a series of deliciously persuasive steps that are rapidly and continually being tailored to your every response, and you're not even noticing.
But why did I just say pulling you rather than taking you? Was it intentional? Oh yes. I'll explain in detail later in this book.
If you say A, he'll say B. If instead you say C, he'll jump to D. There's little you can do to surprise him. He's seen it all before. Listen, his goal is not to be your friend. It's also not to whittle away his day with pleasant chatter. His goal is for you to sign a hardcore, legally binding contract, the act that puts money in his pocket and food on his table. But don't be alarmed. That's what sales is all about, of course. And if you're happy with your purchase, maybe you'll buy the next car from him. Chances are he won't have to work as hard the second time. Likewise, advertising's purpose is not to entertain, but to persuade consumers to part with billions of dollars every day in exchange for products and services. And much like you in that car dealership, most consumers know nothing about the intensive research and psychological methodology that lies behind those ads. Guess what? They're not supposed to. Those commercials you see and hear on TV and radio are more than just a collection of words and sounds. They are elegant amalgams of communication strategies designed to move you from your current mindset of a looker to that of a buyer. Did you know that teams of skilled consumer psychologists routinely consult with ad agencies to help them construct ads that powerfully affect consumers on a psychological, even subconscious level? It's true. But don't be alarmed. That's what advertising is all about. And if you're happy with your purchase, maybe you'll buy again. You see, advertising is a subset of communication. Sales is a subset of advertising. Persuasion is a subset of sales. And psychology is a subset of persuasion. Each is a form of the other, and it all leads back to psychology, the study of the human mind. But I just want to keep the good citizens informed, Drew. I don't want to influence or persuade anyone. Hogwash, and I'll prove it. Let's assume you own a pizza shop. And the same holds true no matter what kind of business you operate. Real estate, physician, attorney, roofer, web consultant, contractor, whatever. If you really don't want to persuade anyone, then why aren't you running ads that simply state what you sell, the price, and your address, website, and phone number? Like this. Giuseppe sells pizza, $9.99. 123 Mozzarella Road. www.bigcheesedisc.com. 800-123-4567. You wouldn't do it on your life. Why not? I'll tell you. Because you don't dare want the prospects to make up their own minds about whether or not they want to buy your pizza. You'd much rather make up their minds for them. That's persuasion. You'd rather tell them how to feel about your pizza. That's influence. The result being that they buy. The end result of that persuasion and influence. Studying psychology to boost the effectiveness of your ads isn't evil. It simply teaches you 1, what people want, 2, how they feel about what they want, 3, why they act as they do. And once you know this, you can 1, better understand how to satisfy your customers, 2, influence more people to buy, 3, get your quality products into more people's hands, 4, help add more satisfaction to their lives. See? It's not so bad after all, is it? Not if you start with a quality product. Of course, influencing more people to buy a crummy product that typically self-destructs after the first week of ownership is something else. You don't need psychology. You need a shot of ethics. Above all, if you suffer from being too timid in your advertising, as most advertisers today, this book will give you a giant boot in the pants. Ready to dig in? Let's go. Ad agency secret number 38. The psychology of pricing. What's the difference between $19.98 and $20? No, I don't mean 2 cents. I could figure that out myself. I mean psychologically, motivationally, persuasively. It's psychological pricing, and you see it used everywhere, from department stores to restaurants to furniture retailers, even jewelers. Walmart is known for its heavy use of psychological pricing, with their favorite end digits being 97. Odd-even pricing theory states that prices ending in odd amounts, such as 77, 95, and 99, suggest greater value than prices rounded up to the next whole dollar. 9.77 seems like a better deal than $10, and 64 cents for a pound of bananas seems to be an okay price, but 70 cents? You gotta be kidding. But it's more than the idea of saving a few cents. For advertisers like you and me, the effects of such a seemingly simple technique can be dramatic. Prestige pricing, by contrast, says that if you want something to be perceived as higher quality, you use only rounded whole numbers when pricing. For example, $1,000 suggests higher quality than $999.95, simply because we've been conditioned to interpret fractional pricing as suggestive of value. Upscale retailer Nordstrom department store uses prestige pricing, and so do many fine jewelers and other sellers of high-end merchandise. Surf over to SaksFifthAvenue.com and you'll see only 0 zeros. In fact, the only cents you'll see are those in the prices of the few featured sale items. Fractional pricing is more widespread than you probably realized. Researchers Holdershaw, Gendel, and Garland, 1997, found that approximately 60% of advertised retail prices ended in 9, 30% ended in 5, 7% ended in 0, and the remaining 7 digits combined accounted for just more than 3% of all the prices studied. But why does this work? Psychologists say that 1. Fractional pricing suggests that the seller has calculated the lowest possible price, thus the odd number, and 2. We ignore the last digits rather than mentally rounding up. Doing so allows us to justify a purchase that may be teetering on the threshold of affordability. Schindler and Kabarian, 1996, tested odd pricing using 3 versions of a direct mail woman's clothing catalog. All 3 catalogs were identical except for the prices, which ended in 00, 88, and 99. The winner? The 99 catalog produced 8% greater sales and more buyers than the 00 version, and the 88 catalog pulled in as many sales and buyers as the 00 version. In 2000, Rutgers University did a study of people reading an ad for a woman's dress. The subjects reported that the dress priced at $49.99 was of lower quality than the same ad featuring the exact same dress priced at an even $50. Interestingly enough, people make some fascinating rationalizations for fractional prices. For example, Schindler, 1984, found that consumers who see a price ending in 98 or 99 are more likely to believe that the price was not recently raised. How anyone jumps to that conclusion, I'll never understand. According to Quigler and Notre Antonio, 1992, subjects who saw an ad with a 98 or 99 ending price were much more likely to believe the product was on sale than products with 00 end prices. What about prices ending in 95? Are they as effective as 99? Research shows they're not. Likewise, 49, 50, and 90 are also not suggestive of low price, but evidence shows that prices ending in 79, 88, and 98 do convey value. Psychological pricing isn't a random game of picking numbers out of a hat. It's a well-researched topic with great implications for your bottom line. And now that you've read what consumers think and what research recommends, how do your prices look now? Ad agency secret number 39, the psychology of color. Paint a prison's walls pink and there's less inmate violence. Put a baby in a yellow room and the crime begins. Want to suppress your appetite? Try the blue wall diet plan. Likewise, red classrooms hype kids up. Blue rooms chill them out. Volunteer fundraisers who wear pink uniforms get bigger donations. And sage green hospital corridors ease patients' frazzled nerves. Color affects us strongly, including our perception of weight. For example, lifting and carrying boxes all day long can be a real drag. So to give its employees some relief, a manufacturer painted their heavy-looking black boxes light green. Voila! Psychologically lighter boxes. To make its packaging look heavier, a food manufacturer changed to a darker colored package. Voila! More food inside. Don't confuse this phenomenon with fashion experts' advice to wear black for its slimming effect. Because of its ability to hide shadows caused by beer and brownie bulges, black clothing helps smooth the body's contours. This in turn causes less attention to be paid to individual problem areas by presenting the body's outline as a single optical unit without specific points of interest. That's why bodybuilders look beefier in white and light-colored shirts. All those shadows, readily contrasted against the light-colored cloth, add depth to their musculature. This darker is heavier illusion is called apparent weight, and it's simply a matter of choosing the right color to give you the weight perception you're looking for. In an article in the American Journal of Psychology entitled The Effect of Color on Apparent Size and Weight, psychologists Warden and Flynn ran some tests. They put 8 boxes, all the same size, in a glass display case. They had people randomly look at each box in varying order and ask them to rank the boxes according to how much they thought they weighed. Here are the results from lightest to heaviest. Box color. White was ranked 3.1, the lightest in the test. Yellow 3.5, green 4.1, blue 4.7, purple 4.8, gray 4.8, red 4.9, and black 5.8, the heaviest apparent weight. Colors can also affect taste. Dr. Pepper Snapple Group's Barrelhead Sugar-Free Root Beer was advertised as full-bodied, draft-style root beer. When packaging experts Bernie Corporation changed the background color on the cans of their sugar-free beverage to beige from blue, people reported that it tasted more like good old-fashioned frosty mug root beer, even though the recipe never changed. Similarly, consumers say that darker-colored orange drinks taste sweeter. Fact. Barely 1 in 100 business people know these facts about creating powerful advertising. 60% of people read only headlines. Captions under photos get 200% greater readership than non-headline copy. Ads with sale prices draw 20% more attention. Quadrupling an ad's size doubles its attention value. 4-color ads are up to 45% more effective than black and white. You see, New York's biggest ad agencies use these little-known secrets every day to influence people to buy, and dozens more. These techniques are based on human psychology. They work no matter where you're located, no matter what type of product or service you sell, and no matter where you advertise. In fact, most of them don't cost a penny to use. Cash advertising gives you the tips, tricks, and strategies that top gun copywriters and designers use to persuade people to buy like crazy. I invite you to pick up a copy of Cash Advertising at your favorite online or retail bookstore. Thank you for listening.